Okay. And now let me let's mute all. Okay. I'm muting all of you for now until now. Can you hear me still? Okay. So let's see. Oh, another thing is our website. And Jen was saying it was going up from 10 to 15. And I was like, no, it's only 12. I was looking at Canada across instead of down. So yes, it is going to 15. And this seems high, but if you were at SFR, there's something coming on our website that we pay for already. Cincy bought Amy, partnered with Amy, and it's going to have a lot more features than what our website does now. And that'll be free. So if you're paying $7.99 for Amy, plus, like I said, it's not going to be the regular Amy. We did an NDA on our leadership. We weren't supposed to discuss this, so I couldn't tell you all this. But then someone said that one of the expo booths at Reunion told them all about it, and so and said spread the word. So I guess it's okay. But and y'all, our business has changed. Hi, our business has, oh, you can't hear me? Stephanie, you can't hear me? Lynn, can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Maybe log off and log back in, Stephanie, or use headphones or something to see if you can hear. If you can hear me. Now, you're muted. I've got everybody muted for now. So what was I saying about the thing? Also, our business has changed in the last 2 years. We used to be a get out of the house, go do a party. 90% of our business now is online. And so to have that website, yeah, you don't have to. Did y'all know you don't have to have a website? And there's a lot of team members that don't. I don't recommend it because you can't get new team members because they can't join your team. You can't get club members. You can't do flash sales because they're all online. So, but like I said, there is something coming that will make you want a website even more. So that's totally up to you. All right. So now let's talk about SFR. It was so cool, you guys. And yes, 4 out of 6 of our team came back with COVID. And I think probably a third of everybody that attended probably did. Thank goodness I haven't heard of anybody getting really, really sick. It was, Utah was up, but you guys, it was like a summer cold. And for the hugs that I got and the people I got to see that I hadn't seen in 3 years and the new people I met, I'll just tell you right now, it was worth every bit of it. I would do it again tomorrow. And I know Tammy, Tracy, Amy, who else is on here? I know Karen did the virtual. If you agree, I mean, let me know. I mean, that you would do it again. I know Tammy's not sick, so she would do it in a heartbeat because we had so much fun. I'm just going to kind of go over just a little synopsis of what we did. On Wednesday night, Amy and I got to attend the director's dinner. And y'all, it was just Dan Orchard coming out welcoming us. There was about 1,100 people that was in this big banquet hall with the black tablecloths, the round tables. And Van and Amy and I got to attend the dinner. Amy said she would definitely do it again. Yay! But they had a great, nice dinner for us. And no entertainment or anything, just visiting and eating. And that kicked off it for us. And then, yes, Tammy, I wish you could have too. Um, um, then oh wait, is that not Tammy Foster? That Tammy Foster went with us too, but I thought, but that's our Tammy. Okay. So then the next morning, Tracy, Mandy, Van, and Missy all went to do, I want to call him Fire Marshal Bill. That tells my age. To Fitness Marshal. Tracy, you're on here. Tell us about Fitness Marshal.
Well, any of you who know me know that I absolutely love the Fitness Marshal. I follow him on Facebook. I follow him on Instagram, and he's just has so much energy. He's so motivational. He wants everyone to be their self and their true self. And then after it was over, I turned around and Mandy was gone, and I looked and I went, oh crap, she's getting a selfie. So I had to run back over there and make sure I got a selfie with him and his husband as well. So that was pretty much the highlight of my day.
Yes. And last year he came to, or not last year, but last SFR that was in Austin. They had him on about the second or third level. I can't remember what level it was in, but you guys, the number of people exercising and dancing in there, they broke the ceiling tiles down onto the other level. So they put him in the lower level this time on concrete. If you follow him, he did a whole Instagram thing about getting ready and early in the morning to come to the Cincy event. It was pretty cool. So, and Van goes, he doesn't dance, but he just loves to go and try and take pictures for me while I'm doing other things. And so then at 9 a.m., Amy and I went to a leadership training that lasted until noon. And we learned, it was all about, we got this little flyer here, but it was all about, are you a diminisher leader or are you a multiplier leader? And so immediately we think diminisher, negative, multiplier, positive. And it was amazing. I'm not going to tell you about the training, but it was amazing. How many of the traits of diminishers, accidental diminishers that Amy and I wound up on our sheets. Some of the things like answering somebody's question too quickly. That's a diminisher because it makes you not look for yourself to become a great leader and multiplier. So that's just one example. Amy, do you have anything to say real quickly about leadership training?
I would say that was pretty awesome. It was actually very in-depth into what leadership is. And you said very quickly, but I was quite surprised on all the different traits that you don't realize that you have.
Exactly.
On both sides.
So. Exactly. And I loved it because we weren't talked at. Deb Bowden led the training, and it was a Franklin Covey training that we had to pay licensing to use. And she would talk about something, and then our table interacted with other people. I loved watching Amy jump up as an introvert to go find new people to talk to. I was so proud of her, you guys, so proud. So anyway, I do want to show you the fun stuff. When you check in, you get a lanyard with your name and all that stuff. But see all these ribbons? It's your goal at SFR to try to get as many ribbons on your lanyard as possible. So you'll always have your title and what country you're from and your lifetime PRV. If you have 10,000 or more, you get a ribbon. And if you attend boot camp, you get a ribbon. If you qualify for a trip you get a ribbon. And then we had people that were giving us extra ones. Like I did one for the Sensations Tribe. Future SSD was handed to me by somebody. Here's one that says perfect the way I am, that I was gifted. And one just says nothing changes if nothing changes. And that was given to me by somebody else. Y'all, it's fun to collect the ribbons, but at the same time, they get in the way, don't they? But it's still fun to collect them. And I got this little butterfly from a Canadian husband. You guys, he sat in front of us at most of the in our section because he's somewhere in Jaclyn's organization. And you guys, that man needs to be the Scentsy consultant. I have never seen anybody with such Scentsy spirit as a husband. He hooped, hollered, cheered. He was all in. So that was fun. All right, then Amy and I got out of our leadership and we met the others in the little lunchroom for lunch. And it was the first time since I had checked in that I had gotten to see the rest of the team. And I got to meet Missy for the very first time. So that was exciting. So glad that she could make it. And so it was just really cool. I wish she was on here tonight because I really wish you could get her perspective, but I'm going to go back to Amy in a minute. So then we had our opening session. Oh, no. We had Jaclyn's meet and greet for everyone in our Jaclyn's downline that was there. And you guys, Jaclyn wasn't able to come because her son was in the World Series little baseball. Not little, I mean, but he's a little kid. Let me see if I can find a picture though of the photo that we took of all of us together from Jaclyn's group, just to give you a perspective of all of us. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can, oh, my phone's not gonna pick. Can you see that? All of us. It was a bunch. Well, you guys, that was a fun time. I'm gonna have to do it at some event for us because what they did is they gave us a scavenger hunt in the room. And it was things like, go find somebody with the same title as you. Find somebody who is retired from and doing Scentsy full time. Go find somebody that was married in 2021. I mean, just fun things. We didn't know each other, but we had so much fun. And you wanted to fill it out because we were on a time. And when the timer went off, it had to be completed and you turned it in if it was completed only for drawings. And they had lots and lots of prizes. And they announced a lot of recognitions for our group in that meeting. So that was fun. But like I said, that's something that I want to do with our team at some point. So then opening session. Hey, baby, you want to come here and tell about opening night? No, he's not dressed. Anyway, we had opening session. Guys, the music is pumping. It's like a concert. The lights from the stage, the beach balls are going in the air. And anyway, I loved watching Amy and I loved watching Missy and watching it through their eyes as a first-time attendee. It just made it more exciting for me because they had no idea what to expect. So I remember turning to Amy and Missy and saying, is this at all what you expected? And they were like, no. And I said, in what way, good or bad? And they were like, oh, this is so big. This is something else. So since Missy's not on here, Amy, I want you to just try to describe that opening session and why it was what you didn't expect.
So I'll start with saying that I've been to a what's the other big event? Belinda, I'm losing my words right
World
now.
tour?
Yes, I've been to a world tour, and so it was a lot of learning, a lot of different sessions, but and they had general sessions, but it was like everybody goes in, you sit down, you listen to some people speak. It's great information, but this was like it was like a deal. So not only did they turn down the lights and then put on the spotlights, and they shone all the all the way around, and but they had the confetti falling down, and then you could see the confetti falling down through the lights. So it was, the music's loud, the people are excited, and the energy, you just can't imagine how much energy. Gosh, it was almost 5,000 people
Yeah.
in one big, huge room, all with all this energy. It's an incredible feeling. It's not just come get some training and go home. It's like
It's
they're
entertainment.
celebrating.
It's
Yeah,
entertainment.
Yeah, definitely it's entertainment. In fact, we had an entertainer come.
Yes.
But it's so much more than that.
Yes.
It's a celebration of us, the consultants. It's not a celebration of the people in home office or the big wigs that walk around that aren't. They don't act like big wigs, by the way. But it's really a celebration of us.
Yeah.
And that's what's really amazing.
Amy did a post on meeting all these people that were from corporate about how you would never in a day job corporation hang out with the big dogs. These, you can't tell one from the other. You can't tell who's corporate and who's a consultant. It's really, really cool, except you know who they are because they were on stage. But they come and sit down and eat with you and everything. It's just awesome. So then we on opening night got to see new products, and that's one of my favorite nights. That's when you're getting to see everything that's coming for fall and winter, and you get to see. I don't know if they did the Halloween or the harvest and the Christmas at the same opening night. And I think they did. I think they did them all because they wanted you to, or maybe one was the next day, because they have a product display room and they do it early so that you can go into the product display room and take pictures of the warmers and everything and hold and touch and feel and smell all in person. And that is so much fun. And y'all, I saw all the things that they showed opening night, but when you go in that product room and you see those warmers lit up, they're like, it's just, oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. So anyway, but of course, no SFR is anything without giveaways. And I'm going to show you some of the things we got that's coming in the fall. And I think the first thing we got, and Van was a guest, full paying guest, and he goes to everything I do. So I got a bunch of stuff. So we got our testers. You guys, this is just the transition set. Has any of you ordered the transition set yet? Look how many testers are in here, because it's also our holiday testers that's in the catalog. So we've got lots and lots of scents. Okay, we all got to come home with that. Then another exciting thing. Okay, I forgot his name. Hedwig. Harry Potter. And look, Velcroed is the envelope, sealed envelope, but you can't take that off. So we all got a Hedwig. I got 2 Hedwigs. So that was cool. we got a new product that's coming. This is called the Travel Twist. And you guys, this is replacing our Travel 10. And if you'll look, it's just a disc. You guys twist it on how much you want or how much you don't want of the scent throw. I'm going to
Nice.
tell you what, this is the strongest disc. And I mean, it is so strong. It's got a saturated felt piece in the bottom. And this is Luna. And this is, shoot, I have to look in the catalog, $6 or $7, I think. But we got that. We've got a special coming, an LTO coming in the fall, and it comes in this little bag, and it's off of one of the most popular scents, vanilla bean buttercream. And so of course we've got, it's called the Sensations, you guys. That's what's so cool, is it's like our team name. So the Sensations vanilla bean buttercream and then we have Sensations gingerbread buttercream. Oh, you guys. Oh, it's good. Caramel buttercream.
Ooh,
Oh
is
yeah.
it caramel?
Oh yeah, that smells good. But my favorite, I was shocked. My favorite was candy cane buttercream. Who would have thought buttercream with peppermint? Oh, y'all. Oh, it's just so good. I think that one's my favorite out of all of them. So anyway, look for that coming this fall. Then we got our new Winnie the Pooh Nightlight that's going to be in the catalog. And all of our wall fan diffusers, not nightlights, wall fan diffusers, all of our wall fan diffusers now have a light, a night light in the bottom. It was requested. And so we do have a night light there at the bottom. And I think it went up in price though before that light. But it is really, really, really cute, cool. Love it, love it. Oh, I see Mandy's on here now. I need to see who all is on here. We have 20 participants. I was seeing if anybody else but Mandy. Oh, Missy's on here too. Yay. Okay, so we do have some more from SFR. All right. So then let me see what else we got. We got a huge brick of a special scent that was made for us just for SFR. And you guys, I have already warmed half my brick. I am in love with this scent. It wasn't Tracy's favorite, but she was excited to get it. It smells like cantaloupe and dew melons. But I want you to see this. If you haven't seen before, it's sparkly. It's got glitter. And you only can get this if you went to SFR. So that was a treat. And Amy, I have one for you. Because that she missed that evening. She had to leave early her plane. And let's see. Okay, I think that's about it for giveaways. And then let me see. Okay, I want now to go to Missy, get on here. And the next night, okay, first of all, the next night, well, we had the general session on Friday, and we had a speaker named Amy Purdy. And if you guys watch Dancing with the Stars, or you've probably seen her, she has the 2 amputated legs, that was on Dancing with the Stars. She was an Olympic Paralympic medalist for snowboarding. You guys, she was so inspirational. And to me, her message was turn your obstacles into opportunities. That was my aha moment for the whole training. People that have obstacles in their life, look for the opportunity that comes through that. And she would have never, nobody wants to lose 2 legs. Nobody wants to go through everything that she has gone through. It was horrific. But at the same time, she would have never traveled with Oprah in later years. She would have never been on Dancing with the Stars. So all those opportunities presented themselves through her obstacles. And so, and I know, Amy, there was one quote from the back of a shirt that you saw a team member that spoke to you, and it touched my heart after we got back. Will you tell us what that shirt said from that team?
Let me see if I can find the direct quote. I don't remember it.
Something about your passion. Turn your passion into, what was it?
Hang on.
Cincy is my passion. Cincy is my passion. What was the rest? You be looking for it.
Come back to me. Come back to me.
Mandy, you're on here. What do you want to say?
I want to say sorry I'm late. I was running my daughter places. So
That's okay.
so I don't know what was said before, but I mean, my favorite part of SFR is just getting recharged and refocused and remotivated. I kind of struggle with losing that motivation as life happens. And I kind of need that. And I have struggled since the virtuals are great. And I love that they, gave us the best opportunity they could during that time, but there's nothing like that in-person energy and to just kind of get you remotivated and refocused. And then the speakers were amazing. I watched Dancing with the Stars, so I knew a little bit about Amy Purdy's story, but just, it's inspiring, but you think you have it bad, or you think you're having a rough time, and then you see these people that are going through and overcoming all of these insane obstacles. So, but yeah, I just like being with people.
I know, and I love her outlook about her obstacles.
Right.
It's like when she would go out with somebody that was shorter than her, then all she had to do was change prosthetic legs to a different size, and it would make her. Okay, here is Amy, the quote that she got off the t-shirt. Helping people is our passion. Oh, where did it go? Where did it go? Helping people is our passion. Cincy is our platform. You guys, a lot of you have asked me in the past, don't you get embarrassed or don't you feel invasive asking somebody to join your team, blah, blah, blah? Not at all. Because I see, especially at those events and getting to hear people's stories, I see how it's changed people's lives. And God has used it as a platform in so many people's lives. And so I don't have a problem with it, because I would be mad if they didn't ask me, because I needed it. So it's just your perspective on how you look at it, but you could be robbing somebody of a blessing. So I loved that, loved it. Okay, so Mandy is right. We have 2 events with Cincy a year. One is SFR. It is the national convention where we all come together as one body expenses are on you unless you can always earn it every single year. Either earn the registration or you can earn the whole trip. And so then after that, we have World Tour. World Tour, if you've been virtually, you haven't even been to World Tour yet. Because a lot of you have joined since we have even done World Tours. World Tours is usually a tri-state area, a one-day event, and you get to see the new products for spring, summer, and it's usually within driving distance. So your team all goes. We've gone to Arkansas, we've gone to Texas a few times, but anyway, it's just, it's an event that don't miss it. And it's not about the giveaways. It's not about any of that. It's coming together, like Mandy said, coming together. And it's not even so much about learning stuff, because you can learn online, but it's those aha moments, and those keep you going in your business. If you're just sitting home by yourself, and you can do it, we've done it for 2 years. Some of you've done it exceptionally well. But if you don't have that camaraderie and feel like a family and see people that you see online in person, it just makes a difference. Okay, now the next night was awards night. And I do want Missy to speak, because y'all, she earned the trip. She earned her registration to come, but she's in New York, and this convention was in Salt Lake City. And so she had registered, but she wasn't going to come until like 2 days before convention. She gets an email from Cincy saying that she was going to get to walk the stage for Sensational Start Level 3. And she messaged me and she goes, "Am I really going to be walking the stage?" And I said, "Yes." And she goes, "I'm coming." And y'all, this is dedication. She waited till Tuesday morning to get the cheapest ticket. She comes out and sleeps on the floor in a hotel room with people so that she could afford to go. That's dedication. And I was so proud of her, and we yelled and cheered. She walked the stage. Amy walked the stage for new director. I got to walk the stage for 10-year and star director, and Mandy walked the stage for 5-year. So we had a lot of cheering to do. Yay! For all of us that got to go. Come on, Missy, get on there and tell us all about it.
I had lost you previously when I heard you when you started. What am I telling about?
Just going last minute, and you just
the experience as a whole.
Just as a whole, what you thought, is it worth it? What did you get out of it? Just a tidbit of.
It was absolutely amazing. I don't know who said it earlier, but the atmosphere to jump start the drive again in me. It is difficult to stay motivated and involved all the time, and it definitely kickstarted that for me again. I didn't even leave yet, and already I was messaging my team, and I'm like, "That's it, guys." I'm like, "We got to start doing this. You all got to come to this next year." It was truly amazing. It was truly unbelievable. Everything beyond, I couldn't even imagine what it was.
Yeah, we can talk about it, but until they experience it,
you
don't get it.
I cracked the joke. So I came home with COVID, and I was sick for the week, and I tell everybody I would do it again in a heartbeat, no questions asked, COVID and all. It really truly was worth every minute, every second of it. The community aspect of everything truly is, it's, this is something I might have to start sharing publicly with people. I'm in a program, and one of the things that we try to teach other people is to accept other people and constantly be supportive and helpful to others, and to be a family, basically. And that truly, I had the same feeling and atmosphere with everybody here. Everybody was so welcoming. Everybody really truly does want what's best for you. They want to see you succeed, so the love and the camaraderie really was beyond anything I could imagine. It truly, it does feel like a family. What blows my mind is, a lot of companies, and I know I said this to you before I left, a lot of companies, through the chain of command, they're not, I feel like they're not always so involved. Scentsy, they're involved, they're genuine, they want you to be involved with them. I truly couldn't believe that. That was another thing. It blew my mind to see how involved they really were and connected they were with, us people on the lower end of the totem pole. And
They don't
I'm
see us as
laughing.
low. They do not.
Exactly.
see us low,
And
they don't
I'm
see us
laughing and
They don't-
quoting it like that because we're really not. We're all equal.
and they
And
don't see us as title either.
yep,
And I don't know how in the world they do it. Yes, we do have a lanyard around our neck. How these people can remember so many people. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like they've taken a course that, they recognize you, and it's just amazing.
I can't even remember people's names that I spend days with in a row, let alone, once a year.
I know. It is amazing. And you have fans, people that you're fans of you, that you've watched their YouTubes or you've watched their trainings, and they're just consultants, but we look up to them because they've done something for us. The highlight of my whole week, I don't know if I've shared this, and I don't want it to sound egotistical in any way, because it made my whole week. When in our meeting with Jaclyn's group, a girl came up and asked if she could have a picture with me. And I said, well, sure. And she goes, I'm shaking. And I said, why? And she goes, because I'm such a fan. I said, what? And she said, I watch your YouTubes. And you changed my business with Visley, giving me a step-by-step how to do it. It changed my business. And I just hugged her and I said, you made my day. And we became friends on Facebook. But it's just getting that acknowledgement that you've made a difference in somebody's life in such what seemed like a little way, but she had taken my video and is doing a lot more with it than I did. And it just changed her whole business. So you never know. You just never know. But yeah, it was cool. Now we had breakout trainings, and they're all on for us to go back and watch. And I don't want to take a lot of time and do a whole training session tonight, but anybody that went, do you have any aha moment from a training? Is Tracy still on here? Yeah, Tracy's still on here. Any of you guys, give me just an aha moment or something that you took away that you couldn't wait to get home and implement into your business. Let's start with Amy. She's at the top of my list.
I think my biggest aha moment was it was one of the breakout sessions, although there are several during general sessions. But this one was, okay, what do you already have? What about you that you already have that you can make it successful for you? So that can be something that you already consider negative, right? So for me, mine was, well, I work in HR, which means that I have a lot of constraints, what I can say, what I shouldn't say, what I should say, all kinds of things, right? So that's one constraint. Another one is, well, I'm involved with a political party. So that in and of itself is challenging, because there's things that you can say and you can't say, and then mix it up with HR, it's horrible. And so then I'm trying to peddle a Cincy on the side, and it's like, well, I can't really do it with my HR things, and I can't really do it with my party things. And how do I get all that to work? So that's always been a negative to me. But then my aha moment was, but Amy, that means you know a lot of people. You have a huge network. You have a lot of different people that you interact with. So Cincy is great. You meet a lot of people, but if all those folks on Facebook are Cincy people, then who are you selling to?
Exactly.
Okay. So that was my aha moment. There's everything that is about you. Look on the other side of it.
Exactly. Okay, Missy, you're next. What was one thing you took away that you just was like, wow, aha, I'm going to do that?
My biggest takeaway, I mean, I have two, but
Go
from the
ahead.
training, well, okay, so I'll make the shorter one then. From the speakers, actually, the musician, I believe his name was John.
Yeah, I wrote
he,
it. Yeah, we didn't even talk about him.
I'm paraphrasing this quote, but he basically he had two of them. History starts now, and which is a reminder that, just take that step and you create history. And basically not to fear the obligations and expectations of others. And that's something I do, and that's something I need to stop doing, and to be true to my authentic self. So that was a big takeaway for me from when he spoke. But then there was oh, I don't remember her name. Melissa?
Oh, Melissa Gratz. Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa. She basically, what I loved, and again, I'm gonna circle it back to my program. The program teaches us how to be unselfish, and she basically kind of said the same thing when she said, you finally become a leader when you stop worrying about yourself and you're worried about how you can have your team grow, have others grow. Her session was, basically focus on your front line. And that was big to me, because and I believe it's true, because in order to lead, I truly do believe you lead by doing, not do as I say, do as I do. So in order for me to not be a hypocrite, I need to do the things that I'm going to teach my team. And in order for my team to do, to do better, I need to know what I'm talking about and advising on.
That's
So
right.
that kind of gave me a little bit of a kick in the ass to wanna do more and do better.
And the whole theme of this year, it was authenticity, simplicity, generosity, and just giving more than you take, giving back, giving back, giving back, and it'll come back. I mean, it was just awesome. Mandy, you're next. Give me an aha moment.
I think one of my favorite sessions I went to was the follow-up session, probably because that's the thing I feel like I'm the worst at. I can get sales, but I'm terrible at following up. She gave some just quick little phrases that you can use whenever you're talking to people. Just things like, how are you liking it? Just keeping a conversation going. But also, she also talked about we have all these LTOs coming up. And for me personally, those stress me out, because as a teacher, I can't necessarily put in those orders right away when I have class, I'm in class. So she suggested an app that I'm already using for something else. But I get overwhelmed with keeping a list of who's interested in the Harry Potter stuff, who's interested in Stitch, who's interested in Nightmare Before Christmas. And so I already use Google Keep it's an app on your phone that makes just basically almost looks like little Post-it notes of lists. And so I started that. I started, who do I want on my team? So I started a list of at least 5 people that I'm going to talk to about the opportunity. I made a list of, like, whenever Hedwig came out, I already had 2 people contact me right away when they saw that. So I started a Harry Potter list so that I can just kind of keep organized and follow back up with customers that I know are interested in certain things. And it's on my phone. I'm already using it anyway, and it's just an easy way to follow back up with those people. Because,
Yeah. Those are
that's
great. No,
the
that's
key to
great.
businesses. You can have one-time sales, but if you don't follow back up and keep them coming,
Yeah, we heard at,
follow up.
I remember in New Orleans at Leadership, they were telling us how the percentage of people who order one time, and it was very low, but then, or no, it was the majority was one time. The people who ordered two times had to be followed up maybe 10 times before they ordered twice. And I mean, it's just like, it's a numbers game. But then once you get them to where they've ordered 5 times from you, they're your customer. I mean, they will be loyal to you. So, I mean, it was just amazing how many people do not follow up. And that's where you can really start easing off once you get, because I didn't have a party the whole month of June. And I didn't get to 2,000, but I got to 1,500 just from orders from customers who used my website and were repeat customers. So, and that's what we want, to work smarter, not harder. All right.
We've heard like so many times, like, you don't get mad at a waiter for asking you if you want dessert, you just say, no, thank you. It doesn't hurt your feelings. You still go back to the restaurant. So just following up and being like, hey, I've got an order going in. Do you need anything? Nope. Okay, cool.
And you guys, when I follow up, I'm going to tell you, I get thanked. They may say, no, I don't want anything at this time, but thank you for asking, or thank you for thinking of me. They see it as a service, and that's how we should see it. Okay, let's go to Tracy. Tracy, what was
Yes.
the aha takeaway that really just spoke to your heart?
Well, I know several have said, I believe Orville was the one who always says, when you get to the point that this business is not about you, you've made it in this business. And so I may have heard that before, but it really stood with me this time, because I don't even remember who said it in the session, but I have a hard time leading my team. And so to focus on my front line, which I only have 2 people, but also I have a team member who always gets down on herself. And so I want to encourage her and be her biggest supporter and let her know that she is worthy and that she can do this job and she can do it whatever she wants to get out of Cincy business. And so those were actually 2 of the big takeaways that I took out of it.
That's wonderful. And it reminded me, and Missy and Amy, you can attest to this being your first time there. There is no protocol on how you look to be a Cincy consultant.
No, there isn't.
All kinds, all shapes, all religions, and everybody is welcome at the table. It is just, you see the stage, the people that walk the stage that have earned the highest at the top of the company. And you're not going to find people in the little sundresses and pantyhose and the blonde hair and everything that you see at a lot of, I'm just stereotyping, but you know what I'm talking about. The pretty girls, the real pretty Barbies. No, we got some Barbies in Cincy, but you see it all. You see
Well,
every
Delinda,
walk of life.
one of the ladies, one of my training ladies, I believe she's from Canada, and the name of her team is You Can Sit at Our Table. Or she had a shirt on that said you can sit at our table or something like that. And so I thought that was a great invitation also to show of the Cincy spirit.
Yeah, that's what we got. There was a lot of Cincy spirit. Now, Karen, she didn't come in person, but did you know she was the only one on our whole team besides us who went, who actually did virtual?
Great job, Karen.
I know. I was shocked that we did not have more, but hey, it was a little pricey this year. And I was glad to see that they got some giveaways sent to them, because when they signed up, it wasn't about giveaways, it was about the training. So Karen, can you unmute yourself and tell us something that you got out of doing it virtually?
Well, it really stuck out to, they said, be yourself, be true to yourself. Don't worry about what others think of you. Just be yourself and it will come.
So did you like the virtual? I know it's not as good as being in person, but
No, I was crying. I wanted to.
you wanted to cry?
Huh?
You wanted to cry?
Yeah.
Oh, because you weren't there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you will be next year with us. You will be, but you did get to at least have access to the general sessions where they showed the new
Yes.
products and stuff. Yeah, and
Yes.
see,
It was wonderful.
you got to see the speakers. Did you get to see Amy Purdy?
Yes.
Did you get to see John?
Yes.
You did? Good.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, John was a musician with, what was the name, guys? 5 for Fighting. Is that right?
Mhm.
And he
Yeah.
writes all these hit songs that you've heard. What were some of them?
Superman.
100 years.
What?
100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
Yes. And he told his story along with playing music for us, you guys. And I mean, it was awesome. It was really cool. Oh, Lynn said she could be Trailer Park Barbie. Hey, girl, no, there's no trailer. We're all there. We're all there. I love it. Lynn says she can't wait to go next year, and it's going to be in her neck of the woods because next year is Charlotte, North Carolina, which Van and I can't wait to try to drive that. You know, I mean, we flew this year, but we like our little driving things and taking a few days. And Charlotte, I hear, is beautiful, so I can't wait. I'm going through and looking. My takeaway from one of my meetings was, it's like I've always said, it's a numbers game. And Anna Hughes was talking about the year she decided, because she was she had no members on her team, and she had been in like 3 years, almost canceled a couple of times, and somebody randomly joined her team, and this girl took off doing good. Kind of reminds me of our Amanda and Felicia story. But anyway, this girl took off. Well, Anna's kind of competitive, and she was like, oh, this girl started getting team members. And so Anna thought, well, I've got to be her leader. I better find out what I'm doing. So she started reading up on stuff, things that she had just not even paid attention to from the beginning. And you guys, Anna became a superstar director in like nothing flat. She got 41 team members, 41 team members in 1 year. She won every incentive trip, top 50. She went to Africa because she was in the top 50. But anyway, she was talking about it's a numbers game. You can't ask one person and them tell you no and just say, I've tried. Nobody wants to join my team. She asked 10 people a day. Out of 10 people, she might have one that asked a question. Out of all those ones, she may have one person decide to join her. And then out of those ones that joined, which, you know, in this number game, you're going to have some that don't do anything or don't want to do anything more than just get the product at price. So it became a numbers game for her. How many people do I have to ask? So if you're asking 10 people a day for 1 year, every day for a year, and that's some people that you're asking. And y'all, she recruited 41 in 1 year. And she's superstar director like that. She passed me because she was on Jamie's team. She passed me. She passed Jamie and got to superstar director before Jamie did. So anyway, it's a numbers game. It's just, what do you want out of it? How hard do you want to work for it? And what do you want? It can be done. So anyway, that we had awards night. We had the musician and everything. And the last night, basically, I'm gonna see if there's anything else. We had a family store there. It was Mandy and Tracy can tell you there wasn't as much in the family store as what we usually see, but enough that we spent money there, right, Nancy? And they had the products display room that I talked about. They had an expo where you could meet the home office people. You would go in and they had their own little booths talking about special things like this new thing that's coming to our websites. And I didn't get to go and do that. There was definitely photo ops with the big buddies. I know Mandy and Missy and Tracy. I know I saw their pictures. Did you take pictures, Amy, with the buddies, the big buddies? I didn't either. But anyway, just it was fun. But the very last night was all about what's coming. And that is our incentive that starts August 1st. And the trip is kind of like my original trip that I earned to Charleston. We could pick from 6 different trips. This time you pick from 4. And your 4 options were, help me girls, New York,
Canada, the cruise,
the cruise to Bahamas, Jamaica, Coco Cay, and Haiti, or the Los Cabos in Mexico. And I think that's a retreat resort type thing, all-inclusive resort type thing. So anyway, 4 different ones to pick from. And like I said, there'll be different levels. And if you get level 1, it usually pays for your registration to SFR next year. Or you can get level 2 to earn any of these trips for free, air, hotel, everything for free. Or you can earn level 3, which pays for you and a guest, totally all free. Now, if you earn level 2 or 3, and none of those 4 destinations sound good, which I bet you it sounds good. You could use it for SFR to pay for everything, your air, your hotel, and everything, because that can be an expensive trip too. The only thing is I never do that because SFR is a tax write-off, and you know, if you can pay for it, take it, write it off, and earn your trip. So anything else that anybody want to ask questions or anything? And then we're going to have some drawings. I'm going to see who's still on here. There's 18 now. Any questions? Who's going next year?
I am.
Who's saying that? Because most of you don't have your faces tonight, so put it in chat or whatever. Okay, I'm going to the number calculator generator, number generator, and I'm putting in from 1 to 18, but I don't want me in it, so I'm going to put 17. Okay, first thing we're going to draw for. I've just got a few things. It's just a few things. This is the fall from the family store. This is the fall winter felt samples, the little pumpkins and little leaves and acorns and stuff. And let's see who gets that. Generate number 15. So that would be 17. I think it is. Okay, let me go all the way to the end. That is number Shannon Ortega. Shannon, yay, congratulations. Shannon, do you do felt samples? Where did she go? Oh, there she is.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
I've never had the shape ones, so I've never had the seasonal ones. I've only had the Scentsy bar shape ones, so
Okay.
I'm excited to get those. Thank you.
All right, let me put your name on it so I don't forget before this is over. Y'all, I'll just tell you while I'm doing this. Oh, it's been a nightmare because I earned the trip to Alaska and got COVID. Well, you had to have COVID before June 30th in order to, because you have to take a test and it has to be negative. But if you got it before June 30th, that meant you were 11 days before the cruise and you just had to have a doctor's letter. It's called a certificate of recovery, a doctor's letter and your lab reports. But there's certain criteria that had to be on everything from the lab and the doctor. Well, Van got his. Everything was correct. I got mine. No certification number. I didn't get my doctor's letter. I have waited over this whole holiday. I spent all day today on the phone trying, and then the lab said they couldn't give me a certificate number because my machine doesn't print that out. And y'all, I have cried tears today. I thought, oh my gosh, I've earned this trip. I'm not going to get on this ship. I have been on the phone all day. Well, supposedly my doctor handled it all today because I was in tears to them. And he's just like, come get this letter. I've got it all on there for you. Everything you need. But it was like they would give me part and then not another. And so now I think tomorrow it'll be handled. But y'all, that was scary. That was really scary. Okay, let's do another number generator. This time we are going to get this. We are going to go for some Scentsy shoelaces. So what, you didn't earn the Converse or the Vans? Here you go. I put these in my Nikes and I'm styling with Scentsy shoes now. Tracy earned 2 and so did Karen. So let's do a generator and see who earns this. Number 9. Let me go from the top down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, Mandy Cloud. Mandy, you won some shoestrings. Okay, you guys,
Thank you.
you're welcome. I'll put those in the mail. And you guys, next Zoom, we may do more drawings. So whatever it takes to get y'all on here. So anybody have any questions at all before we stop? Okay, we're 9 minutes over. So, all right, see y'all later. And I want to see you all earning a trip, and I want to see you all in North Carolina. First world tour, usually in January. We'll find that out later. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.